Dear student, today we will discuss about chemical bonding. So before going to know about chemistry, this is the basic part. How chemical bonding are formed, what is the type, etc. So this chemical bonding formed by elements to complete 8 electrons in their outer shell. That is to complete their octet. Then what is octet? Now, if an atom is having less than 8 electron in its outermost orbit, so it has a tendency to acquire 8 electrons called octet, except hydrogen, lithium, and beryllium. So, for example, suppose chlorine, we take chlorine. They have 17 atomic number. So you can write here 2, 8, and 7. So to complete their octet state, chlorine gain 1 electron to complete octet state. This is 2, 8, and 8. Okay. So it results, the chemical bonding results in decreasing energy and increasing stability. Obviously, when bond are formed, the energy will decrease and increase the stability. Okay, then what are the types? There are basically three types. One is electrovalent bond and or ionic bond, you can say, or other one is covalent bond, and third one is coordinate bond or dative bond. So first of all, electrovalent electrovalent bond or ionic bond. So before going to know about ionic bond, first we know what are the ion. So there are answer two types like cation and anion. So cation formed by loss of electron, that means it carry positive charge. For example, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, copper, zinc, calcium, potassium, etc. Then what are the anion? Now, similarly, anion are formed by the gain of electrons. That's why they carry negative charge. For example, chlorine, bromine, iodine, fluorine, then your oxygen, etc. They carry negative charge. Okay. The ionic bond is a type of chemical bond formed through an electrostatic attraction between two oppositely charged ions. That means one is positive charge and obviously other one is negative charge. So it is formed a cation which is usually a which is usually a metal, and an anion which is usually a non-metal. For example, here taking example is sodium. They have 11 atomic number, that is 2, 8, and 1. And chlorine, they have 17 atomic number. First we discussed, that is 2, 8, and 7. So here sodium, if sodium give one electron to chlorine, they complete their octet state. If chlorine gain one electron from sodium, then chlorine also complete their octet state. That's why here 2,8 sodium, to form sodium chloride, and sodium is lost one electron, that's why it carry positive charge, and chlorine gain one electron, that's why it carry negative charge. Then sodium chloride is formed and release of some energy. Okay, so they can conduct that any compound can conduct electricity in molten state or in solution, but not in solid state. Why ionic compound can conduct electricity in solid state? Because in solid, for their ions are held in fixed or can't remove, that's why they can't conduct electricity. Okay, the next one is they have highest melting point and tend to be soluble in water. Then other one bond is, let's talk about covalent bond. So what is covalent bond? A covalent is a type of chemical bond that is formed by sharing of electrons to form electron pairs between atoms. So the electrons pair are also known as shared pair or bonding pair. So electron pair of atom. So it may be a single bond or a double bond or a triple bond. If single bond is formed, then sharing of two electrons, that is one electron from each atom. Double bond is formed, then formed double bond formed by sharing of four electrons, that is two electrons from each atom, like triple bond formed by sharing of six electrons, that means three electrons from each atom. So in covalent bond, both atoms are sharing equal electrons. Okay. So these are stable balance of attractive and repulsive forces between atoms. That's why the geometry of few covalent molecules, geometry of few covalent molecules like water, like band shape, or you can say V shape, ammonia, pyramidal shape, then methane, tetrahedral shape, then carbon dioxide, linear shape. For example, you can take hydrogen chloride. So hydrogen have one electron in outer shell and chlorine have seven electron in its outer shell. Then sharing of one electrons from each atom, hydrogen and chlorine, the single bond will form to form hydrochloride. The single bond contains only one sigma bond, double bond contains one sigma bond and one pi bond, and triple bond contains one sigma bond and two pi bond. Okay, so then come to the next part. The covalent compounds are non-conductor of electricity and they have low thermal conductivity. Why covalent compounds are non-conductor of electricity? Because they does not easily release ion. That's why the non-conductor of electricity. Okay, so they are insoluble in water, but in ionic compound they are soluble in water, but these are non-soluble in water. Covalent compound are non-soluble in water but soluble in polar solvent like benzene, acetone, ether, alcohol, etc. They have low melting point and boiling point. They are directional, so they have definite geometry like water, ammonium, like that only. Then we discuss about another bond, that is coordinate bond or dative bond. Now it is a special type of covalent bond, you can say, in which both the electrons are sharing are given by only one atom. So the sharing of electrons are given by only one atom. These are called coordinate bond. The coordinate compounds have properties in between ionic and covalent compounds. Then coordinate compound is denoted by arrow. For example, we can say hydrogen peroxide, ammonium ion, sulfur trioxide, sulfuric acid. Like, so take one example like ammonia and proton ion. So ammonia here, nitrogen have lone pair of electron. So nitrogen give electrons towards hydrogen, then ammonium ion will form, then